So we'll do this one first, and then I'll go back to the other save and do the other one. Just because if I don't want to get spoilers from doing the one I'm not going to keep as my main playthrough, this one's going to be the continuation of the main playthrough. So half-truths in advertising. Inez has learned Willard Conan, a vice president of Auntie's Choice, is responsible for restarting the grafting program. Inez hopes to prove her worth as a grafted soldier and sway him to reform the program for the good of all. Who am I going to bring with us? Maybe Tristan? I don't think I've brought Tristan and Inez around for a while. And I already have another Marisol and Inez quest I'm going to do. And I already have a Inez and Niles quest I'm going to do. So yeah, I guess I could bring v.a.l.e.r.i.e. It's just v.a.l.e.r.i.e. won't have anything to say. That's why I'm not bringing her with me. Because I had the same problem when I brought Sam with me in the first game. Sam never chimed in with anything. Except for like maybe twice in the entire game. So yeah, we'll go with Tristan. T-Mart.
Go ahead. Tell me what ails you.
My two soldiers just staring at each other. Okay. I can just fast travel to the upper offices. Get it out of here.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is
oh, I forgot all about this freaking location. Oh my god, no. It's under sound effects.
Successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's Darling, down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacer's Chosen. I'm Jean Turker-Tyler, 6th base.
All right, let's go to Willard Conan's office. No elevator noises, just so I can avoid the annoying other thing. So a corporate enforcer. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Can I have it? Can I test it out?
You got my begrudging respect, so congratulations.
Would love to have a look, see? Okay, that's an enemy spawner door, which means things could go bad. I need his key card to open that door. I really don't like the fact there are no sound effects, but it's better than the alternative, right? this key card.
Is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade. Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the pot. Unorthodox? Well, no, not really. But I get results. Writ large and blackened on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees. Have a profitable day.
Private entry. Let's decrypt it. Financial records were discreetly delivered to the carousal corner today. After looking them over thrice, I can confidently state several truths. 1. This well-timed windfall should keep my research progressing uninterrupted for many months to come. 2. If I wish to expand operations, it cannot be stifled by corporate oversight. Perhaps my own venture would be wise. WHK Enterprises does carry a dulcet tone. Auntie's not going to like that. It quite literally pays to be one's own financial broker. Okay, messages. This was to Dr. G. Still urgent. Doctor, I must say, between the Zeranium mishandling and the rampaging of your beasts, and the utter pathetic tone with which you address me, I am most disappointed in your performance. But fear not, the work you have started will continue, with or without you. And your name will be read out in the daily demotions report for all to hear. Best of luck, Willard H. Conan. To M. Dunkel. Subject, ground rules. Okay. Scientist Dunkel. I don't know why that's making me laugh. Dunkel. First, let me express how pleased I am to finally have a scientist like yourself conducting this research. I'm certain with your unique talents, advancements in transfusion and surgical procedures will be swift. You might have noticed the peculiarities of your work environment. This is all for your safety and that of the research. I would remind you that any documentation you wish for me to see be delivered not to my office, nor handed to me in person, but the location we previously discussed. Profit in mind, Conan. From Vice President U. Ormsby, subject, the perfect candidate. My fellow Vice President, it's been, that's why I'm reading it completely wrong. It's been an arduous road. But I believe I've found someone to assist you in your research endeavor. Margot Dunkel. Don't laugh. While she has demonstrated a mildly concerning interest in viscera and the various ways of producing said viscera, should probably get someone to clean that up. Also, I spelled viscera wrong at one point. I'm certain you'll overlook it when you see how her enthusiasm for the role outweighs her enthusiasm for negotiating her wages. Did I spell enthusiasm right both times? I did. I trust that you won't let her low-cost labor opportunity pass you by. Profitably yours, Ursula. Yes, comma, instead of a colon. Should her hiring be confirmed, I would suggest having her workroom locked from the exterior and a guard posted at the door. Shouldn't want her stumbling into your office next door on accident. Well, now I know where Ursula, or where she is. She's literally next door. Realize how dumb that is? An observation of, I don't know, I think it said 7. Because that's my observations out of 7 and I can read this. After taking a closer look at the chalkboard scribblings, you realize that it's a record of rapidly depleting research fund. Fund is estimated to reach 0 bits in the next few months. Why are you two not leaving the elevator? What's going on here? Because I know as soon as I talk, if she doesn't teleport to me, her audio is going to be distorted because she's going to be all the way here in the elevator. So hopefully she freaking runs in here.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Do you want the job or not? We're burning starlight.
Want me to handle this, Inez? Pop. Well, how about a job reforming your program into something decent instead?
Decent? I'll have you know that profits were forecast to be in the billions in my assessment last quarter.
That's not what we're talking about. Look, we found your lab on Cloister. Friend of mine who succumbed to his graft sent me there to put an end to your work. It was damn troubling. But after speaking with your doc, I came to see that the program's got much potential. If we shift focus, reform our work, grafts could better the lives for all folk. Rasmussen's now with Doc Tinsley in Fairfield, and they're ready to restart this work if we can get your agreement. No more killing, much more progress. What do you say?
I see someone failed out of the anti-Cleo School of Persuasion. Why would I ever pursue something so dull as reform? How does it serve me?
Well, it's a good thing I looked at his chalkboard. Your blackboard tells the real story. You're out of money. You need a new strategy.
You certainly came to the negotiating table prepared. But there is one small fly in the soup. Who exactly are you to dictate to me what we should be doing? I did not even know your name before you stepped through this door.
I didn't even know your name until I stepped through this door. Well, shut up. Inez, you handle this.
When I joined up in Tau Ceti, I was promised that if I proved myself, demonstrated exceptionalism, the moment would come where I could make a pitch for my own future. I ensured the safety of the delegates at the peace talks. I helped hunt down the fiend who destroyed our base on Golden Ridge. So yeah, I'd say the moment I'm owed has arrived.
Fine. Perhaps there is an opportunity here to expand our user base. But we can only pursue such a thing if we secure the funding. I could approach my business partner to this end, but I will require proof that this little reformation of yours is a viable investment. As such, you need to prove that a grafted trooper can achieve what the average one cannot.
You say that as though you have something in mind.
I do. The commander of our fortified position on Praetor has been chomping at the bit for a show of force, to rally the troops in our market share, so to speak. He will have all the minute details, of course, but assisting him and demonstrating your prowess will give us the leverage we need.
Will it be dangerous?
Is this one having a laugh? Of course it'll be dangerous. Were it not, we would have dragged some poor bottom-runger bastard in to get the job done by now. Law knows there's enough to choose from. This here is a golden cysty pig of an opportunity. One that will reap rewards far beyond the buying price, consistently, every time we are hungry for a victory.
I feel like this is a situation where I have to go do 3 other quests before I can finish this quest. Instead of him just giving me 1 quest to do. Wait. So you're eating gold in this metaphor?
It's a wonder you know the direction in which to point your weapon. Am I glad you aren't going into the battle alone? And I'm certain it'll be no issue. What with our grafted star tearing through the battlefield, leaving blood and terror in her wake.
Grafted soldiers aren't animals. I should think an executive of your stature would have an understanding of such.
Of course I do. But you cut quite the imposing figure. We'd be fools not to play it up so folk acquire full understanding of your advantages. Much like a sprat cowering rightfully in the jaws of a raptidon does.
They only have that understanding if they also have sense. Most sprats don't. They wander happily to their deaths in search of the smallest, richest morsels.
Oh, I get it. You're the sprat in this metaphor, Matt Willard.
Yes, well done keeping up. Do you accept the mission or don't you?
We accept.
I could tell you possessed a modicum of business sense. Head to Praetor. I'll send a reporter with camera drones to meet you there and debrief with our ground forces.
Hold on. You didn't say anything about this being filmed.
Heroism is nothing without exciting footage and a talking head to sell it to the masses. So do make sure you put on a good show. Off you go, then.
All right, did that give me another quest? No, it's still part of this quest. Good. Attend a mission briefing on Praetor.
I haven't heard any news regarding the mission on Praetor. Time is of the essence, so get a move on.
All right. Hold on.
Feels like I got some hydromina fluttering around in my stomach, Commander. Not literally. You know what I mean. Willard's clearly got a lot riding on how we do on Praetor. I ain't keen on having so few details for a mission. For anyone who ain't us, I'd say it's a surefire path toward failure. Reckon that's my way of saying I'd like to find out what exactly is in store for us. Sooner rather than later.
You got it. All right. What's he looking at? You having a look? Are you gonna be cool with being on the recording? I mean, you're protectorate. Oh yeah, I was gonna save. I want to see what's in here. This is not good if those are alive. 3 things of Raptidon. All right, Poison Ivy. What's going on in here?
You cannot be here. My contract stipulates that this lab door remains locked at all times. I am not to be disturbed. Ha! That's funny, considering the heaps of times I've been called such.
What? Who are you talking? I didn't say anything to you. Oh, you're laughing at yourself. Disturbed. So then you said, haha, that's funny because you've been called disturbed. I thought she was laughing at something that I said, but I didn't say anything. Must be Willard's assistant.
Unofficially, it was also in my contract that I was never to refer to myself as a direct report of the Vice President. Which I am notably not doing right now.
Okay. So that's why you're locked up in here?
Is that so strange? The program I was hired for is highly confidential. I don't see why the Vice President wouldn't take such measures. Why, I cannot even speak to him directly. Though I presume he also possesses an aversion to the smell of formaldehyde. He goes pale and ducks into his office the moment he sees me.
Well, that ain't right. Neither his managerial manner nor your working conditions. But once we get this program reworked, you won't have to worry about this anymore.
Oh, no. No, I don't want change. I love my work. I love this place. The smell of copper, the texture of viscera. There's nothing like it.
And of course, the one time I put Azza up, I find her best friend. Sorry I asked?
So am I. My gut's roiling something fierce.
Why this art's beauty is lost on so many folk I'll never understand. Anyhow, I've much work to do. Please ensure the door is locked when you leave. I assume you're not here to admire the blood spatter.
No. Dang it. I should have brought Tristan in the last mission. Well, Asa did talk in the last mission. That just makes it sound like he just smashed her over the head with his hammer.
I haven't heard any news regarding the mission on Praetor. Time is of the essence, so get a move on.
No, I just needed a screenshot of you for the thumbnail, thanks. Okay. Can I fast travel straight to my ship from here? I can. Hell yeah. And if I would have known that I was going to be meeting a psychopath, I really would have brought Asa with me. To save myself time first, let me save in here, because then I could just reload from here instead of going through the loading screen. I want to get her OG dialogue, actually, so... So I just want to see what Asa has to say. Asa's still one of my favorites. Like, it took a while, but the companions are now starting to, like, feel nice. Like, I'm enjoying having them around. I just think they should have dialogue during every companion quest, and not just certain ones having dialogue during companion quests. You know? Like, that's... It felt like that's what, other than Sam, it felt like during the first game, everyone chimed in during companion quests. Or whoever you brought with you chimed in the companion quests in the first game. And then now, it's just like, maybe someone will. And I'm trying to pick people who I feel like will make comments. I mean, to be fair, I don't think Tristan would have made comments, but I don't think anyone would have made some kind of comment. But now I'm realizing maybe Asa would have said something. How's this already 23 minutes in? The only thing I've done is talk to the guy. Did it really take 23 minutes just to talk to the guy?
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a v.a.l.e.r.i.e. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest successive generation. Spacer's
Oh.
choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack the deck
Seeing you guys had a brain. I can't walk through you?
But did Anti-Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Anti-Cleo Starlings refused to do and did put down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Team Turpityler, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's chosen goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a splendid goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Anti-Darlings! We won!
You cannot be here. My contract stipulates... Ha! That's funny, considering the heaps of times I've been called such.
Are those entrails on the table?
Oh, yes! Aren't they beautiful? It is a shame, for my research calls for me to test the limits of their resilience through burning, slashing, and bludgeons. With hammers.
That ain't right. Not even a bit. I swear, once I've got your boss on my side and we get this program reworked, you won't have to do anything like this again.
Oh, no. No, I don't want change. I love my...
Oh, sorry I asked.
Am
Why this... Anyhow,
Wow, for all that. Asa didn't get anything to say. I guess she's more about the killing part. She's not about the dissecting part. Gets her thrill from the knife. Okay, so it was just a waste of time. Again, feel like that was... They should have put something there. There should have been a conversation of... Yeah, I also like killing people, you know? But I guess the girl doesn't like killing people, but that's the perfect relationship. Asa and her, if they were both into each other, they would have the perfect relationship. Asa's out there getting to kill people. I didn't catch her name. Harley Quinn is getting to chop them up, and they're both just living their lives. It would make great for an a serial. Sispicious Pigagus. The one I was thinking of was on Cloister. I just now realized I was going to Praetor and not Cloister. Oh, I can turn the sound effects back up. Alright, guys. If you see something that looks like we can claim it for the ship, give me a shout out, and we'll claim it. There we go. Good call out. Me and my 2 soldiers. I guess I could have brought Niles as well.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Did that work? No. Oh. Tristan, we're on a mission, buddy. Corporate fixer. Okay. Tristan! Tristan!
Unleash my might upon them!
You guys, we're already here. Can we just... How far away do I have to get for you guys to break aggro? There we go. Alright. Orland Crawford?
That reporter's gotta be nearby. Ain't keen to jump to conclusions, but I think I got a notion of what we're doing here.
Yeah, we're faking a war so that you look good, so that we can save your program. You have a name too? Commander Purcell?
What have we here? You're definitely not a member of my battalion. You best be here on business. My time is valuable. Oh, I didn't realize there were any enhanced soldier candidates left, and certainly none deployed to Praetor. I'd think it wouldn't be worth the cost of transportation.
You didn't miss anything. I ain't deployed. Could say I'm more of a freelancer these days.
I had high hopes for the enhanced soldier program. A good idea with disappointing results. Still, you seem more functional than most of the others I've seen. And there's certainly work for freelancers on this desolate rock. Now then, I assume you have a reason for being here.
Well, aren't you just a ray of solar radiation? Not happy with your deployment?
Why would I be? Are your lamps broken? Praetor is a dirtball racked by lightning storms. I understand the strategic value of Praetor, but this assignment is beneath me.
Where should you be?
In orbit, sitting in HQ, being involved in overall strategic planning of the system-wide campaign.
All right, so what's stopping that from happening?
My superior assigning me here. What else?
All right, so then why haven't you dealt with the barricade yet?
If I could have solved it that easily, it would have been solved by now. If you think it's so trivial, deal with it yourself.
Okay, he's gonna have a side quest for me. Sounds hard. Where were we? Job's a job.
Huh. That sounds like something a lifer on a factory line says.
Bye. Yeah, he's gonna have a side quest for me. Dude, you look like you ain't slept in years. What is that? Oh, it's a purple sprat. Sorry, it's a purple sprat. Everybody calm down. It's a purple sprat.
Stop that scrounging around.
What the fuck up?
I'm in no mood for nonsense.
I got it. I got the purple. We're good to move on.
Our resident minion of Aunties would have more business with these sorts, no?
Yes, that's why we're here, Tristan.
I'm Arlen Crawford, the outsourced but never outmatched wartime correspondent for the ACS Undisputed Claim. You must be the grafted soldier, here to show us all what you can do.
The name's Inez, and yes, Willard Conan sent me to help you with some sort of... I don't know what, exactly.
Now, let's not skip on introductions. Who is this you have with you?
Oh, I can use my professor check. Was an academic for many years. Now I seek information of a different sort. You know what I'm talking about.
You could say that the teacher has become a student of a cold, harsh world.
The soldier and the bookworm. Not the most compelling of partnerships, but it may work out.
Vice President Conan said he was sending his best. So let's get on with it. Your mission is to infiltrate the Protectorate blockade to the north and capture it. Their defenses are too great to face head-on, so you'll want to sneak in through the back entrance. We've obtained the entry codes through great effort.
My camera drones will be filming the action from above, so do put on a good show. Blow up a few things, and use Inez's abilities to demonstrate the might of Auntie's choice. Yes?
So I did choose Tristan because I was thinking Protectorate stuff. But we're gonna be just slaughtering a bunch of Protectorates in the name of Auntie's choice. And I did tell him not to leave the Protectorate. It's kind of an effed up thing for me to do. Oh, we'll demonstrate it all right. Anything else?
They've detained several of our scouts. I'd like to see them returned. If you deliver this weapons cache to them and free them, they might offer some aid in the fight.
This is quite the opportunity. Normally, a POW might be written off as shrinkage, an unfortunate, unavoidable loss. But their rescue will be worth far more in publicity.
So what? If I hadn't come along, you all would have left those troopers to rot.
Our motto is to leave no man behind, unless it breaches our contract and promises financial penalties, which this does. Now, take these codes for the back door and go.
Once you infiltrate the blockade, neutralize our foes, and open the gates, our remaining troops will move in to secure the blockade for ourselves. Any questions?
Yeah, how do I get to the other side of the blockade?
The drilling crew near the chemical plant is working to punch a path through the mountains. You could use such a path, but for some reason, their job is taking longer than expected.
Or you could go through the automech production facility north of here. But that's where the scout who brought us the codes lost his life. So proceed with caution and a loaded gun.
Though I trust you may fare better than that poor sod did, I do look forward to seeing you take the fight to the Protectorate. It's about time Auntie gave him a good walloping. Ooh, and spare some time for me after you emerge victorious, won't you? What am I saying? Of course you will. Who wouldn't want to be interviewed for the wireless? Go on now.
The disbelief on his face. It's just his default face, but it's funny to pan to that. Okay, so did this give me another quest also? Did not. So maybe he doesn't give me a quest.
I assume you've got something important to dis- Why would I be? If I could have solved it that easily, it would have been solved by now. If you think it's so trivial, deal with it yourself.
Maybe I will. Let's talk about that instead.
Make it quick. We were working on getting around it by tunneling through a mountain. Unfortunately, work is ground to a halt, extending my deployment on this void-forsaken dirtball.
Why choose a tunnel? Seems like a lot of work.
Agreed. But they have no defenses on that side. Why would you defend the side of an unclimbable mountain range? We could catch them off guard and put an early end to this campaign.
What they're doing in this dialogue tree is what they should have been doing in every dialogue tree. It's like different people did different quests, which is, it is a thing, but like, why didn't they all say, hey, this is how I did the dialogue tree? And then someone be like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, why did you stop? Or why did you stop digging?
Our equipment detected some kind of anomaly, mostly vibrations. Until we know what it is, I ordered to stop. Causing a cave-in gains us nothing.
All right, sounds like something is bothering you.
Of course not, No, I'm not gonna dig into this right now.
Fair enough. Back to the topic at hand. Okay, that just adds another step to the main story, which is the various ways of getting to the other side. Okay, so we'll pull up our map. Where is it? Yeah, so this is the barricade, right? Yeah, this is what we need to get around. So there are 3 ways to get around. We've already done this one as part of the what is it? The Automech production facility. We did this one during Better by Factors, which is v.a.l.e.r.i.e's companion quest, second companion quest. We did this one to get around it by 1, doing Niles' quest to get into the tomb, and then 2, what was Niles' quest called? Do more harm, and then 2, also doing Tristan's companion quest, listening for a clue? Listening for a clue to get to here. So there's a secret door that gets you to there. So those are 2 ways to go through. Now we're told that there's a 3rd way, which is burrowing in through a tunnel. But that one's not marked on my map. And he's not telling me where it is, and I've already forgotten where he said it was. But I want to do that one. But because I've already reached the other side, it's not marking it, because obviously I can just go to one of these 2 locations. I'm thinking it's over here? Maybe? Because it's either here or here. Because those are the only other areas to burrow through. Alright. Well, let's talk to Inez first.
Been demanded a lot of in my day, but raiding an enemy fortress, damn near on my lonesome, that's a new one. But I got faith in us. We do what needs doing, and Willard will swallow any words of doubt he got for us. And there's the added bonus of saving some troopers from death. I'll take it. Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander?
No. Okay, I'm gonna drop a save. So I could do a quick cut, because if I have to run around for an hour trying to find a way inside, or trying to find those guys, I don't want it to have to be, you'd have to sit through that. Okay, now let's go find them, and I believe, God, let's back into something. I believe it makes the most sense for them to be up here.
I imagine our visit to the laboratory still weighs heavily on your mind, Inez. How do you fare?
I still got questions. It ain't sitting right, not knowing this program's exact purpose. But I trust the doctor will make good on his word and make this all worthwhile. Were I one of those seers, then I might know for certain this decision was the right one.
If there is one thing I have learned, it is this. True certainty is impossible. You must follow your own sense of right. Do not let it be diluted by anyone.
Ah, leg push cart. I too push my legs. Just an arm. Compass. Ring. The one ring. Well, don't keep the distraction device on you. Throw it. Okay, this has to be where I needed to go. All these, Also, I was supposed to say this earlier. They said that the person that got the codes for them died here. Then how did they get the codes? If the scout died while he was here, they then sent a second scout in to get the code from the first one's body? I guess?
I shall reduce them to a slurry!
Oh, I have the wrong gun out.
Okay. Death to the complicit! On the authority...
Oh, wrong.
Out of sight and on the way. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
Freaking... stupid in-ray stuff.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
And my axe. Body spray. Yeah, dude, and my axe, bruh. Why is there so much jewelry here? Are you guys not drilling through like you were supposed to? Is this not? Monty's Choice Mineral Gathering Orders. Attention, Reconnaissance Marketing Group Gunther. Response to Orders Update. You are hereby temporarily attached to Exploration and Exploitation Command and redirected from your standard patrol route. Due to the war, ferrochronium is now in high demand. You will recoordinate your pathing to include a cavern system highly likely to contain rich concentrations of raw ferrochronium. As for the reports of escaped raptidons going feral in the area, these have yet to be confirmed, and even if true, should be well within your capacity to handle. In any case, shares of the ferrochronium profits of this expedition will be distributed only to marketing group survivors. Remember, ferrochronium is now third on Auntie's top 50 things more important than friendship list. So this was just an environmental storytelling location, and to get ferrochronium. This was not the cavern I needed to get into. Were you Omega? I really wish I knew where the cave was that they were trying to bore into to get to the other side. Oh. My only other thought is it has to be up here. They said they lost contact with the people. Candied tobacco. Wait. Corporate liaison, so maybe here? Which is what I did say. I did say maybe here. Just in case this does, again, give me another quest to do while I'm already on a quest. Because you have a name.
Yeah.
Ooh, you don't, though. Foreman's log. We started digging on the tunnel a fortnight ago. Made a good start of it. But just a few days passed, our equipment began picking up peculiar readings, not to mention some concerning vibrations. I first thought it likely to be our nearby facility, but the readings kept increasing the further we pushed on. I called a stop to our tunneling when it occurred to me that we could very well be in danger of digging right into a vibranium conduit. The thought of what would happen if we were to break into such in an enclosed space like this, well, that's a thought I don't want. Until we figure out what these weird readings are trying to tell us, or we get new orders, our work won't be progressing. Senior Foreman, not Sir Foreman, Sir Foreman, Senior Foreman, second class, Walston. Yet you still have those two auto mechanicals burrowing? Oh my god, I thought that was the frickin' Mothman. I was like, what the shit?
Never shouted, their zeal never lagged.
These suits just look so weird. Because I get that they're chunky to make it actually look like armor, but then you look at the person inside and it just... What do you got? Looks like a Spectrum Orange.
There's a new face. Any chance you've brung news from the commander? Can't restart the dig without his permission, and the clock's ticking on my getting that early completion bonus.
Alright, well, I've talked with your commander. Any ideas what the strange vibrations could be?
It's a puzzler, that's for sure. More likely than not, some kind of old protectorate infrastructure. Maybe sewage or a conveyor. Messy, but mostly harmless. Worst case, it's a Zeranium gas pipe, and further drilling will kill everyone here in seconds. It'd be hard to collect bits for making a tunnel with no workers to dig it first.
It makes a lot of sense. Better safe than sorry.
Agreed. Wouldn't want to miss that juicy bonus.
Yeah, we all want a juicy bonus. Look at that I was gonna say that dog. Look at that Raptidon over there. He's looking for a juicy bonus right now. Seems like you're in a difficult spot. Anything I can do to help?
Not unless your lamps can see through solid rock and figure out what's on the far side. Goodbye, early completion bonus.
All right, bye. Okay, well, if there's uranium on the other side, I can find out, I guess. What the fuck? So, using my in-ray scanner, I've detected Protectorate troops on the other side of the tunnel. Their equipment must have been the source of the strange readings.
You back to see more of the tunnel? I'll save you the trip. Not a pebble has budged. Same is true of our bit accounts, sadly.
Actually, I scanned the wall for you. There's Protectorate troops on the other side.
Pardon me, but you what? You just have a magic little device in your pocket that lets you detect enemy troops through 2 feet of solid rock?
It's, I guess it is in my pocket, but it's like a mask that I put over my face. Pretty big. I don't know how I'm carrying it around, but I am also carrying a shit ton of stuff around. Yes.
Well, ain't that something? Wait, that means they already dug half the tunnel for me. That bonus is still in reach. That don't change me needing to get the commander's go-ahead to restart the digging. What say you run yourself back to the base and get me the okay? Just down the road. Can't miss it.
I feel like I'm gonna come back here and you're gonna be dead. That's not my problem, I guess. Is it worth the loading screen? Like, could I have ran there faster than this loading screen's gonna take? Yes. What was that, 15 seconds? 20 seconds?
I assume you've got something important to discuss, or a report to give. I don't have time to waste on idle jawing.
Turns out that the strange readings on the far side of the tunnel are Protectorate forces.
Forgive my incredulity, but how did you get that information?
I have a scanning device that let me spot them through the wall.
I see. Quite a useful bit of technology. Our engineers determined this was the most geologically stable place to tunnel. The Protectorate likely did the same, and even stopped drilling for the same reason we did. I'll send orders to resume drilling immediately. We'll take them by surprise, send them running, and I'll be one step closer to getting off this dirtball. I assume you've got something to...
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, what was that? 15 seconds, right? Starting now. It was at 47. Oh, I went the wrong way. Well... I'm not counting in my head. I think it's gone over the amount of time for the loading screen, but still, like, the loading screens are boring and it's not that much of a difference. That loading screen should be instantaneous. That's why it's called fast travel. Oh, they're already running up there. Oh, no.
Prosecuting!
Oh, dang it!
You must keep your blood within!
Yes, I know. I keep forgetting.
To me, weakling! Do your worst! Craven scum! Throw some guts and face me, coward!
I keep freaking forgetting to switch my thing.
We need a house call.
Okay.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
How many people did you guys lose? By the looks of it, they lost one. Oh, and a dog. I mean, a raptidon.
Mighty glad that's over and done with. Just need to finish reinforcing the tunnel, and I can collect a big fat bit cartridge.
Okay, sounds good. Nope, they lost two. And, two raptidons, two peoples. Huh. I knew they were gonna start before I got back. Now we made it to the other side. So now we just loop around and get back to here.
Huh? Got company, Commander. Friendly.
Liquefied.
The top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more
Gotta hug the wall for the map purpose of uncovering the map. that's a big boy. Oh!
Protect Arcadia! Agitators!
Okay, I was gonna let it wreck face, but okay.
Lethal measures that.
Oh, I didn't actually let it.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
That's not a hunter, that's a colossus. That's a colossus. Look at the size of it. Where's the other, Oh, there you are. I am nearly out of, ammo for this. Still so far. You know what I need to... Oh, freaking course there's a dragoon here.
I shall not stay your execution.
I am nearly out of that ammo type, so let's... Where are you? There you are. Dragoon!
Prepare for absolution!
Status.
What are they burning? Oh, a bunch of raptidons. Oh, was another... Was another one supposed to spawn in? But because I chose to snipe, I cut off the thing. I gotta get back on track of doing the main quest that I'm currently on.
None shall stand against us!
Hi, Eddie.
Taking punitive action!
Deserves a look. Better take a gander.
Better also take a gun here.
Seeking cover.
Practicing some battlefield medicine.
What? Like 2 of those shots. Please don't aggro all of those freaking raptidons.
Somewhere I ain't.
Oh no.
To what end? An enemy remains.
Oh, and there's a dragoon slowly walking to me.
Giving chase. Come on, at one assumes their intentions.
Malefactor ahead.
Yeah. I just had to get over here because if all of those raptidons just get aggroed, I'm screwed.
Protect ensures a glorious bounty for all.
Mediating! Lethally!
You walked that off?
Let's get you healed. Someone call for a medic. Happy to help. Discreetly.
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection.
Okay. You're still pulling some kind of amount of attention from that thing.
Disruptive influences.
Rats tingling. All charged up.
Sounds good. Wait, didn't I kill you?
Quickly moving to cover.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Let's get this blockade open.
Damn. Of course they got a bunker mech. We need to take it by surprise, without alerting the other troopers, mind.
Okay. I thought we were trying to get action shots. Need to take it by surprise. Oh, that's not...
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency and...
That's not the normal bunker bot. Okay. Okay.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged.
So how are you wanting to do this?
I sense scum and close.
How is she wanting to do this? A tossball card for Blaine Hodge. Welcome, subject. Security logs. Entry is dated from 1 week ago. 4 enemy scouts were encountered trespassing on western side of blockade. 1 was killed during capture. The other 3 have been detained until a fitting punishment has been decided on. Despite aggressive questioning, none of the prisoners have revealed their motivations for trespassing, but have repeatedly begged for servings of force rockets, which only confirms my suspicion that they are uncouth, and unstable. Punishment cannot come swiftly enough. Burn. Expand bunker mech targeting parameters. Auto mechanical terminal key or a 7 hack. So I need to find the key. I can hack it, but obviously I want to know where the key's at so I can, you know, just know where the key's at.
Reporting is so neighborly, suspicion, right?
Eastern Region Visual Report. My observations of the Eastern Field are worrying, to say the least. The grounding station stopped responding several days ago, but I can see what appears to be bipedal movement in the glow of the security fence. I can safely surmise that it has not been overrun by Auntie's choice monstrosities. But who now controls it? Scrappers are typically incapable of operating technology like the fence, which leaves only the Traitors' Order or the capitalists. What about the other faction that's basically ignored? The cultists. I hope whomever now controls the grounding station understands its critical nature to all who occupy this region of Praetor. For the time being, I recommend patience. A foray to reclaim the grounding station would be ill-advised. We should hold position until Auntie's forces have made their inevitable attack on our current position, or until we are able to route them via the tunnel. Praise the matriarch.
Lisa.
I mean, obviously I could just do the targeting now and get everyone killed.
Prudence dictates it is the duty of every
And then find the
subject
key.
to ensure they are operating at peak
That
efficiency
is
at
an
all
option.
times.
Or I could just go into the second room that I ever go into and immediately find the key.
The paradigm we serve.
Is there
supplies
another
all we
thing? She
deserve.
said to take care of it without being seen. Will this also work?
Don't worry, don't question, don't doubt. Let your betters think for you.
I mean, this works for clearing the place, but she wants to... Let me see if there's an update, if she has anything in here. The large gate of the eastern side of the blockade must be opened via Auntie's Choice capture it for themselves to allow them to capture. Raid the blockade. Inez must infiltrate a protectorate-held blockade on Praetor and clear it of all enemies. Reporter in his camp, so it's just alright, so it doesn't matter. Expand bunker mech targeting. Bunker mech will now identify all life forms within the facility as hostiles. Please vacate the premises immediately.
No hesitation, no indecision. It is a privilege to die for the cause.
Okay, so now they've taken out the mech.
Maintaining perfection.
There's two other doors that I can go and check.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Cool. Okay, so there's the soldiers I need to rescue. I don't want to get them out because they might get killed.
To do your job is a virtue. Every part is a call. Every subject ensures a glorious balance.
Wow, not even something unique on it. Okay, here's the other door. Oh. This automech's explosive payload is still active, with some knowledge of explosives or a bit of ingenuity. A time to detonation could be wired if I had explosives 4 or if I was intuitive, not if I have engineering of 7.
Thinking never made anybody happy.
Customers.
And then nothing here. Alright, so now it's just clearing the place. Because I've now searched every door.
You have my attention.
I reckon I ought to...
Disruptive influences.
Oh, that's Tristan. What? I'm remembering this time to turn that on. Okay. It spawned them in behind me because of course it does. I knew this was an enemy spawner too.
Maintaining quarry bound. Seeking cover.
Back in business.
Forever vigilant.
Who are you shooting at?
Much better. I repudiate all vapid commercialists. Back in my sight. Replenish it. We shall stay their ambition. Let us reconvene.
Can't tell which ones I can shoot through, which ones I can't shoot through. Okay, so I can't hit him in the foot. Means I can't shoot through that.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Alright, and he got back up.
Sustain the system.
Where are you? He's the only one left. I guess I could let them out. Let them get some action in, huh? See, I genuinely have no clue where that other guy went. I know he's talking. Telling me to sustain the system. Aren't you friggin' Jim Carrey and When Nature Calls? Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. How did you explode? So yeah, I don't know where that other guy went.
For the history books. Let's open the gate for that reporter and the troops before these bodies get cold.
Okay. Blockade cell key.
Ain't no way to leave us here. We still got 43 months of boot camp loans to pay off.
Wait, I didn't find a blockade cell key. I mean, I can lockpick it if I need to, but I thought I looted every body. Every corpse. How did I miss a blockade cell key? Cell key. How did I miss the cell key? There it is. Found it.
Hey! Aren't you gonna help us out?
Yes.
Just want to say I'm a big fan of your work.
Nice of you to shoulder a bit of the workload.
Yeah, just a bit of it. I just did a little bit of the work. Just a tiny amount. It's really no biggie, right?
Takes all sorts.
What are you?
Over here! Let's have a word with the hero of the moment for the wireless.
Wait, just give me a sec. Where did... I could have swore I saw... Parcell walking up. Where did he go? Oh, that's him.
I assume you've got something important to discuss, or a report to give. I don't have time to waste on idle jawing.
Yeah, well, there were some protectorate forces on the other side of the tunnel. I dealt with them.
That is by far the best news I've heard all day. If you were one of mine, I'd give you a promotion for speeding along my departure from this sad lump of rock they call a moon. I'll send orders to have them finish the tunnel immediately.
Okay. Well, but, yeah. Responded Orlin? I actually never looked up. Were there?
Well, the blockade is ours now, but the way in which you captured it lacked a certain finesse, shall we say. Not sure my drone's footage will show what we were looking for.
That hasn't stopped you lot from spinning a story before. You said something about an interview earlier. Well, I'll answer your questions. You'll make me look good in return?
It's audio only, Trooper. And you're working with a true professional now. Let me work, huh? Relax. Be authentically you, though you'd be wise to throw in a tagline or two. Ready?
Well,
Great! Recording's already begun. I'm here, live at the scene with the fearsome grafted soldier Inez. It's a shame you cannot see this, dear listener, for it is impressive indeed. Inez, your destruction of those dastardly protectorate troops was awe-inspiring. You must feel like the employee of the month, having brought such a decisive victory to Auntie's choice.
I'm just, doing my part. I joined up because I believed in our mission, to liberate Arcadia. Reckon my actions illustrate that more than anything I could ever say.
Okay, obviously, if this makes her say teamwork, then I would go with that. But this just sounds like me being very needy. I should be whispering, saying, hey, Inez, don't forget teamwork. Being a team player, that's a good thing. Instead, being like, what about my actions? Pay attention to me, too. This is about me. So I'm not going to say that. That one's just an asshole thing to say. All of these are just stupid things to say. I don't like who made the dialogue choices for this? She's too modest, that part is fine. She's a born marketeer, that part is fine. Saying she recruited us for this mission all by herself is very, like, treating her like a child. She did this all by herself. And then saying the public is listening, use your words, is also just an asshole thing to say. I don't like any of these. Like, I don't want to belittle her, but all of the, like, this just seems like it's belittling her. Just dumb. And then he said they couldn't use the footage. We fought the troops. The only thing we didn't fight was the robot. And I expected to fight the robot. It was just weak as shit, and it got killed before I got outside. It's fine. I want the teamwork thing, but that's... What about my actions? I don't like that. I hate every one of these options. She's too modest. She's a born marketeer. She recruited us for this mission all by herself.
Ah, suppose I do know a thing or two about a pep talk. Given many in my time to troopers suffering injury or boredom.
How wonderful! I hadn't realized Inez here had initiated a recruitment campaign. Truly a lesson to us all. Dear audience, the voice you just heard is that of the soldier's close associate, an eyewitness to the battle and the marvelous carnage littering the land. You also freed some of our troopers from the Protectorate's fiendish grasp. One can only imagine the torture they suffered. Tell us about it. The rescue, in detail if you would.
Look, I did what anyone with an ounce of sense would do. Ain't gonna leave one of my own in such a state. And if I had it my way, I would have acted sooner.
And if they allowed you to fight again, you can prevent anyone else from getting captured.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I plan on doing everything in my power to bring a swift end to this war, and keep as many civvies out of harm's way as possible.
A heartwarming sentiment, but not too swift an end to the war, I hope. It's good for business, as we all know. In any case, those soldiers can finally return to their postings again. Now, I have a question about your abilities, Inez. What sets a trooper like you apart from the rest?
These graphs make me stronger. Good in a bind. I know I'm a bit of a curiosity. Ain't too many of us left. But there is so much good we can do with grafting, if we try.
Yep, she's right. Graphs can be used for anything, not just the battlefield.
I got a plan, see? To start the grafting program up again. The research is promising, and with the right backing, it could be a product that can better the lives of everyone.
A fascinating idea. I think we'd all sleep soundly if we knew more of you were running amok on our behalf. Before we wrap, have you anything else of note to tell our undoubtedly enraptured audience?
I got nothing. Inez, it might be good time for a product tagline.
Oh, I got one. Ain't just a tested and true product that'll put you over the top. A graft like mine might also get you into orbit.
Ah, I see. A bit of cheeky product placement for zero-G whiskey. Very well done, you. And that's a wrap. You can go back to slouching or sneering or whatever else it is you do.
All right, so how did we do?
Astonishingly well. Rest assured, our listeners will be glued to their radios for all the lurid details, and to hear more of my award-deserving reporting, naturally.
Well, that's a damn sight better than I was anticipating. Willard will have to make good on our deal now. Let's head back and speak with him.
You do that, and I will remain here, burdened by the drudgery of war. Farewell. We'll get the footage processed shortly. Don't worry, we'll blur all your imperfections.
Thanks, bro. Like, it was... He said he didn't like how we took the base. This was the only thing that I did stealth on. I mean, I guess I did snipe the people. But Inez is a sniper as well. She's not a run and gun person.
I'm itching to see if Willard will make good on our deal, or if I'll need to be a little more persuasive. With words or with muscles. Ain't picky. I'd like to press on, unless you had something to discuss.
Back to the ship. I will say, one thing Starfield does have over this is I could just jump straight to the other planet without having to load onto my ship, then pull it, then select the planet, and then go to the planet, and then fast travel to... I mean, the UI, trust the UI for Starfield is still terrible. The traveling UI is still terrible, but I could go straight to the place I need to go with less loading screens than I had to fast travel to my ship. And now I gotta go through another loading screen to choose the planet I want to go to, or, well, the ACS, undisputed claim. So there's loading screen number 2, which is short, so it's fine. But then I next have to, because I can't fast travel from the ship, leave the ship. This is loading screen number 3. And then, because I don't want to wait on that long train ride, I have to fast travel again and get loading screen number 4. Just something for them to think about.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus...
Oh, no. Gotta remember where I'm at.
outrages. A thing of legend to be on for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice.
Oh, I didn't hear the elevator coming down because I had to turn my freaking thing down. So I was like, how do I call the elevator? He already sent it to me. So I can't tell her to use this ability. When does she use it? Obviously, she just uses it on her own. Hi, Ursula? I can't talk to Ursula.
Ah, so the conquering heroes have returned from the blockade. The footage I received tells the story it needs to, but I am rather disappointed by the absence of excitement, of pizzazz. But a win is a win, as middling achievers often say. Oh, where are my manners? Commander, Inez, meet our new benefactor. This is the business partner I spoke to you about, and she has graciously agreed to fund our new venture.
Yes, we've met. Now, let's not get overly ahead of ourselves.
The guy's a terrible editor if you're telling me he couldn't get any good action shots from that combat. Just saying. We did our job. Surely that's enough.
Putting on a show is 40% of the battle. The remaining 60% is messaging.
Well, I'd say these two certainly made our correspondence job easier. Only Auntie herself could have done a finer job at providing sound bites.
Let's try not to exaggerate. It was a fine showing. Now, with her as the face of the brand, we might really have something.
Look, I know I ain't exactly the profile of a business partner, but I know medicine, and I know the potential of grafts more than anyone. You'll not find my experience anywhere.
Perhaps so, but unfortunately I can't be expected to simply take your word for it. You know how it is. Low-level workers have a certain flair for lying and grifting, whilst concurrently exaggerating all accomplishments and ills.
But we can trust your word as her current supervisor. What sort of performance review might you give this associate?
She's the greatest soldier I've had the honor of working with. Tristan is literally right next to me, and if I would have brought Niles, the other soldier, he would have been right next to me. The other two are assassins, so I don't know how they would care. You're lucky to have her.
Well, it's easy to go on soldiering when you trust the one giving the orders.
Well, that's a reasonable endorsement. Wouldn't fit in the one-line write-in space for her quarterly appraisal, but I suppose you couldn't know.
So we have a deal then? I admit that the raid and the interview may not have gone as swimmingly as I would have liked, but there is something there.
Suppose I can make good on the funding after all. We'll see in time where this arrangement leaves us. In any case, good day.
So that's it. We're clear to restart the grafting program. And you'll abide by my demands. No more senseless killing. No more hurting folk?
Of course not. Unless said folk agree to it. Yes, we are at an agreement. Consider this a bonus for your efforts. When the time is right, I will reach out to you for further planning. You have been instrumental, soldier. Inez, well done indeed.
Why is my character all of a sudden very needy? What? No praise for me?
Afraid not. Farewell.
Good.
Have you returned for yet another round of congratulations? Yes, then, well done. But our business has concluded until further notice.
Can't help but be excited. Until later, boss.
Yes, stand by for future orders then.
Okay. But what about me? Oh wait, I can fast travel from here, can't I?
Go ahead. Tell me what ails ya. That poor Amos fella's a bit of an open book, ain't he? He's been through too much. Hearing how Auntie abandoned him the second she got power shouldn't surprise me, but it does. I don't know how he can stay loyal to her after all this time. He's still on the bottom rung with no reward in sight. What's in your heart don't matter at all, does it? Fine by me.
If that blockade had been staffed by staunch Protectorate defenders, we never would have been able to overcome it. Truly a sorry defense. Certainly, I consider myself an open tome.
Sounds good. I shouldn't have to have talked to him to get him to say that. He should have just chimed in already. Oh wait, I can fast travel. But it's fine. Let's go ahead and turn to the incognito. Yep, she's walking over to get ready to talk to me. Because her quest is done. So that's her standing spot. Was that also Niles' standing spot? And Marisol's standing spot. And then Tristan stands by the top door.
Have time for a chat, Commander?
Yep.
Willard, Vice President Conan, sent me a message just now about how the investment meeting went. Seems he showed off the footage from the blockade, interview and all, and they all agreed to fund the grafting program and start it up again in earnest. I think we actually pulled this off, Commander. They even thought to bring me into middle management for the program. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's great. When do you start?
After you and I finish what we set out to do for Arcadia, of course. I'd say closing these rifts take priority over a career change. I'm realizing now that I never really imagined something like this was possible after ending my contract like that. Never thought I'd be at the forefront of a military campaign. Never thought I'd be able to change much about Auntie's choice, let alone that I'd want to. But here I am. Reckon you could say I proved myself after all. Thank you, Commander, for everything.
You're very welcome.
Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save. Feeling like I could take on the galaxy, Commander. But don't worry, I always got time for you.
That's attached to music, which is why I can't turn that one off when I turn down sound effects. Hey, buddy. All right, the advanced mod gives us medical pack dispenser. When Inez kills a human or a creature, a medicine pack drops near the target. Walking over this pack automatically uses it, reducing your tox. So it's just the same thing as her default medical thing. Toxicity buildup or crash duration. Medicine packs break apart on their own after a moderate duration. Inez's weapon also has increased damage. Auntie's Choice medical training rule number 1. Best source of first aid is whatever you can steal from your enemy's corpse. Well, I already do that. Autoloader. Inez's weapon now automatically reloads, allowing her to continuously fire. It also has significantly increased damage. Mechanism of Inez's own design keeps her firearm steadily loaded, even under sustained fire. Would be a revolutionary product in the Auntie's Choice lineup if anyone ever gave her the time of day. See, the thing is, I'm not melee, and she's a sniper, essentially. So the dropping of the medical packs, this does not change the rifle. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. It changes the scope for some reason. And so she's going to be killing people who are far away, meaning I'm not going to be grabbing those medical packs. But also, her reloading hasn't been an issue, really. Durability drug enhancement. Inez's combat drug auto injectors. So what? This is your armor. So I don't know what it's going to change. I guess the chest plate? Because this one didn't change anything that I saw when I rotated. Inez's combat drug auto injectors now also grant her temporary damage resistance. Also slightly increases the effectiveness of her armor. Both do slightly. Shouldn't it be significantly? Turns out that swapping the standard issue expired Auntie's Choice reagents for new ones does make a difference. Or accuracy drug enhancements. Inez's combat drug auto-injectors now also grant Inez temporary bonus damage. Also slightly increases the effectiveness of her armor. Grants brief clarity of mind, allowing for more accuracy or accurate damaging shots. Fortunately, this clarity is too brief to help one figure out their path in life. Okay. Oh, that was a huge change. But these don't look any different. They look the same. So now all that's left is Azza, who has yet to give me her final quest. But I still have 2 planets to explore anyways. I haven't taken the time to explore Praetor for side quests, or the other place for side quests yet. A cloister. So maybe during one of those, Azza will be like, hey, do a quest for me. And then I can do a quest for her. No, I think that's always been there. I'm just realizing now that it's been a while since I've seen a new ship thing. Okay. Time to call it a night.